here today to restart my video series, which I have completely neglected, and I'm sorry. It's been really busy with our share migration and moving to a new catalog, new software, and also doing summer reading. So if you haven't signed up for summer reading, we have it for all ages, adults as well. You get a really cool prize pack, or you can get entered for a prize pack at various levels, and then for teens you get a book to keep, and so do kids. So if you don't have that yet, you can sign up online on our website, or you can stop in any library and we'd be happy to do that, and you definitely have time to finish. We go all the way through August 31st. So anyway, so if you're looking for something to read over the summer, I thought, hang on, I put my books way over here. Okay. I thought animal companions would be the topic of my video because I love animals in my books. I always kind of grew up as like completely obsessed with horses. I don't know what they're doing. They're like pounding a hole in the wall or something. I don't know. So just think of it as like punctuation to my video. Anyway, loved horses when I was a kid, completely obsessed with them, pretended I was a horse, wanted a horse. Yeah, it was, my parents are really good people for putting up with that. So, not all of these books involve horses, but this series sort of does, but you know that they're not horses. So this is Misty Lackey, and she's one of my favorite animal companion writers, or talking animal writers, if you want to go with that. These animals look like horses. They are called companions. They are in her Valdemar world, and it's just not, it's not one series, it's many series where you get this mind speech with this special animal that chooses you to become kind of a guardian of the kingdom of Valdemar. And my favorite is Arrows of the Queen, which is about a girl named Talia, and I don't have that one with me, so this is one of her newer ones. It's about an orphan named Megs who's rescued from slavery in a mine and becomes a herald, which is the person who works with this companion. And all of the companions have these really distinct and unique voices, so I love anything she writes. I know a lot of people didn't love this particular series. I liked it. Basically anything with a companion is great to me, so like why not? And I liked Megs too. I think people got all mumbly because she talks about this game called Cureball in it a lot, and it's basically like really rowdy polo where you can like beat each other, and it is described in quite a lot of detail, but I like ridiculous amounts of detail too, so there's that. Anything by Misty Lackey is good. She has a teen series out called Hunter. Personally, I did not love it, but it does have a really good human-dog relationship in it, and that part was really well done. Another author I really like for animal companions is Mckinley. This is her book called Pegasus, which is a little bit different from the usual Pegasus story, because these Pegasus creatures are kind of evil, nasty, but the princess here actually forms a bond with hers, which threatens this whole sort of status quo thing. So I like Robin McKinley a lot too. Tamara Pierce, I think, does some of the best fantasy animals, in my opinion. So the Alana books, which I know I've featured here too many times to count, this series has a magical cat who is like an ambassador of this goddess of the land where they live, and cat's pretty spunky and has really awesome eyes and sort of guides Alana on her quest. Actually, my second favorite series that she did in the Tortella universe is Wild Magic, so it's the Immortals books, and this is a girl who can speak directly with various animals, like griffins and birds and whatever sort of magical animals you've got, she can talk to them. And I love that because like who doesn't want to talk to animals and not sing that horrible Dr. Dolittle song? Yeah. And then the last one I brought is a little bit different. I lost it. Here it is. It's called Battlesaurus by Brian Faulkner, and it's about dinosaurs and Napoleon, which I think is super awesome. Like, that cover is awesome. I think it's great. I have to read it. But it's really popular at the library. I barely ever see it in, so I grabbed it today when I was doing this. And so the idea is this is a world where dinosaurs still kind of roam around the forests, but they're usually pretty small and not super threatening. But then Napoleon, being genius / madman, figures out how to turn them into, quote, weapons of mass destruction. This is 200 years before George W. Bush, so. Yeah, and the second one is coming out later this year or maybe in August. So I feel like we're already ridiculously far through the year. The last author I want to talk to you about, I don't have a book for her because they're all checked out. So just imagine that I am holding her book. Her name is Victoria Scott, and the two series I want to talk about are, one isn't a series, one's a book. The first series, it's actually a duology. I cannot talk. I need more coffee. It's so bad. Is Fire and Flood is the first book, and then Salt and Stone is the follow-up. And the concept of the book is kind of Maze Runner, kind of Hunger Games, where people compete for something and you could definitely die while you're competing. But the cool part with the animal twist is you get this animal companion called a Pandora, and it comes in this egg and then you hatch it. So it's a lot like things that you would see in an anime or a manga. But just the way that she writes the animals is just fantastic, and the person's relationship with their Pandora is really, really important and crucial to them winning. Her latest book, called Titans, is about mechanical horse racing in the slightly near future. So these people invent these creatures called Titans, which are basically steam-powered horses built to look like horses. So you can race them and race them and race them and race them through horrible, like, knives and things, and you wouldn't hurt them like you would a regular horse, which is cool because I'm not in any way pro animal cruelty, like, no. But the relationship between the main character of the book and her Titan, which is a very special Titan because he has a really cool CPU, so he has a sense of awareness and he has his own personality, is so good. And it did remind me a lot of Tamara Pierce and Misty Lackey in the quality of writing the animals. So I would definitely recommend anything by Victoria Scott. I loved Titans. I recently did a review on the book in our newsletter, so if you want to read more about it, you can check that out. But yeah, the Fire and Flood series is really good too, just for the Pandora aspect alone. So those are some of my animal companion picks, and I should be back soon with another video on favorites of the summer.